like part of what I do is content marketing and SEO. So
Mm-hmm.
I know firsthand, you know, a rough idea of the monthly search volume just around marketing for law firms. It's extremely high. There's such a demand for it.
Yeah.
So in order to really get good at marketing, I think you need a mentor. You need somebody to teach you the rules. And so I'm curious what you tell your customers and your clients about marketing.
Well, you're right about the demand for marketing. In my 20 plus years of programming, CLEs and other education and in my work coaching, there's really two things that cause lawyers to engage other people for help, and it's time and marketing. And they're critically important. They're only like the tip of the iceberg, though. There's so much else that has to happen, but marketing is super important. And what I see, the biggest mistake that I see in marketing is probably two. One is the mindset around marketing, that because we lawyers have mental blocks around even using the word sales. Like, we use marketing as a euphemism for sales, but they're different, right? Advertising, marketing, and sales are different activities. But they somehow feel like that marketing is taking as opposed to marketing serving. So they won't, in a pandemic, I can't market it's a pandemic, or they'll find reasons not to market. Well, the rules of relationships are not suspended in a pandemic. That how we engage are different. So adopting the mindset from a marketing and sales standpoint that you have a valuable service to offer to the world, to your particular group of clients. You bring a perspective on it that is likely different than anyone else. And that perspective is value when you speak to an actual client. You know what an avatar is. And where lawyers struggle is they talk about themselves as a technician. They went to a great law school. They have a great law firm. We'll fight for you. You can trust us. And like, yeah, that's what everybody says. So congratulations. And then what? So adopting the service mindset, and that goes over to the second thing, is there really aren't, I'm still resisting this idea of focusing a practice. We used to talk about it as niching your practice. And that's very uncomfortable for many lawyers. So I like to talk about it a different way. It's, what are the problems you solve, the specific problems you solve, and who do you solve them for? Well, and one of my favorite examples is, well, I do wills in estates. Good for you. Nobody actually wants that. What they want is what they get as the result of having that. So what the problem they want to solve is how to protect their daughter against their future ex-son-in-law. That's the problem they're trying to solve. So when you are really clear on right, when you're really clear on the problem and the person you solve it for, not anybody, somebody, business people, entrepreneur, but really specific, then that unlocks this power of marketing, especially now in a digital world, without even spending money on advertising. You know exactly who you're meant to serve. And I saw it on myself early. Just today, we're getting ready to move. We're bought a new house, so I need to find a closing lawyer, a real estate lawyer. So I got 3 names from the bank. First problem, there was no contact information with the guy sent me. So I looked the first person up in the town, and their website was experiencing WordPress errors. Like, okay, next on the list. That was it. Nope, not even going there. The next firm, decent website. The first thing on their list was real estate. Real estate, estates, and family law was their 3 things. Okay, check them out. Then there was another firm. Well, real estate was at the bottom of the list. They did criminal law, personal injury, criminal law, and a few other things. Which one do you think I called?
Second one.
Yeah, because I'm looking for somebody specifically for that problem. And I don't want to be last on somebody's list. And if they can't even make their technology work, I don't want to talk to them either. So I'm a specific avatar. And this is how customers make decisions. And what we teach is how to do that is how to get really clear on the problem you're solving and who you're solving it for, and how they talk about it, so that everything else you do in your marketing is following that lead. And even if somebody decides to do paid advertising or SEO, they need to know the answers to those questions. And where they normally, I see them starting is, well, I need a website, or I need to buy ads. Okay, what are you going to say? So being smarter, especially now when you can't be face-to-face and you can't market by random acts of cocktail party conversation, you've got to be much smarter about what you're doing, and allow yourself to focus. When I decided, I can serve lots of people. I have lots of different clients. When I decided to focus specifically on lawyers, and specifically on lawyers who have been in practice at least for 10 years and who run their own firm, who's a relatively small firm, 5 or less, and who are tired of accepting the same old. They don't want to wonder what if. They know they need somebody a guide, just like an athlete would have a personal trainer, and they know it's not a mistake. It's not admitting failure. That's the specific client that I look for. That's what guides my marketing. And I think that every lawyer can be just as clear, because when you pass through that door, you see how gigantic the market is.